Day 2 of the Portuguese journey. We're going to find out whether or not if Cafe Benfica is open at this hour. Highly doubt it, but we've got to give it a go, because I know for a fact there is definitely Celtic scarves in there. Thankfully it is open and we have a plethora of scarves in here. One good one in particular. And we have an espresso to start the day with, even though they don't take cards. I'll sort it out later. Problem solved. Would highly recommend going in there if you're coming to Braga for a game. There was only just an old lady in there serving, and I wanted to be honest with her, so I paid for a very small espresso, so a good start to the day. But let's see what we can have for our proper breakfast, and not necessarily going to Lidl. Another magnet, another souvenir. Just what we come to these places for. Good bit of shopping, food shopping that is, secured. I'll show you back at the hostel what we got. Fuck your Honda Civic, I got horse. So inside Mini Prato we've got basically an assortment of pastries, as you can see. Their version of sausage rolls, pasta donatas, muffins. Basically enough for the next couple of days, because I fly back tomorrow evening, so I've literally got another 2 full days there. So there's a guy on a Segway just driving past me, wondering who is this English guy filming. A strawberry smoothie, milkshake, again something healthy-ish. And last but absolutely by no means least, I mean, I'm not being paid to do this, but I need no description whatsoever. If you've been to Nando's, you'll have already tasted it. Plus, I would say Superboc is better than Carling. Every major big town or city should have a sign with their name on it. Just showing you my room just before I leave. Very comfy bed. At least I got a better sleep because I didn't have to leave as early as I did yesterday. Sea mounts. Mirror over there. Let's go to Porto. Does that look like the governess from The Chase?
As other passengers will later occupy your seats.
Our hotel's only maybe about a 6-minute walk away from here. I'll only just be able there to drop my bags off. Old Newcastle, Hamburg. FC Cologne. That one's quite cool. Jägermeister, Eintracht Braunschweig. And we are officially checked in. Apparently the lady there just let me check in straight away. Her English wasn't that great, but she tried her best. The best is all that can really be asked for. But anyhow, we are out and we are going to do some vintage shopping whilst we're here. 1 o'clock, kick-off isn't until 8. Plenty of time. Claudia Schiffer. It's not a bad price. We have our first purchase out of another Humana. One of several around the city, I would assume. Just spent fucking ages trying to get a photo opportunity just over there, but thankfully a couple of Stuttgart fans over there were willing to do so. I'll show you later. So I pretty much came all the way to Porto purely for a game of football. Stumbled beyond this sort of comic kind of shop. Collectible nerd stuff. There is a tank that says Loch Lomond whiskey in there. How nutty is that? Next to a big massive Tintin. The classic collection of Bond cars. Very awesome. And you can understand by the prices because they were a very classic collection at the time. Even ones that maybe had less than one scene in the actual film. Fellaini, Slade vintage, St Mirren shirt, flag. There's a scarf all the way up there. That's cool. I'm sure I've seen that before. FIFA Street. Massive shout out to the owner who's in there. We got something at Slade vintage, and it's something I would consider vintage. My two pieces of clothing are in these two bags. I will show them at the end of the video. But let's go to the game. And here we are, 2 hours before kickoff. Stuttgart fans are all over there. I got plenty of looks of approval from them. They're playing one of my favourite songs of all time, Tile Cruise Dynamite. Just a little bit further down there, 3 Stuttgart fans. One of them had a half and half Celtic Stuttgart scarf, so they got a photo of me. However, it is the blue scarf that I will be wearing today. It may look very messy, that kebab roll Bilhana I think it's called, but it is probably gonna fill my hole. But it will probably keep me going for a good couple of hours, to say the least. Nice little murals there to, I can only assume, the club president. 1893, a year before Liverpool were formed. Stuttgart team bus, and it did have their badge at the front. Now that is insanely cool. What's that supposed to be, a massive spider with more than 8 legs, or an elephant hanging from the ceiling? But we'll be doing this tomorrow. Got a smaller one this time, as there's about maybe an hour till kickoff. Great way to pass the time, considering there's no alcohol in the stadium, unfortunately. Oh ho 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 ho! Oh yes. Absolutely love this. They're coming out to do their warm-up and there's flamethrowers there. You don't get this at Huddersfield, do you? Good chunk of Stuttgart fans there. Stop. 1-0 Porto, a quick counter-attack, and they've just managed to set the back of the net. It's their tie to lose now. Stuttgart definitely more menacing at the moment. But Diogo Costa is like a brick wall at the moment. And as far as I'm aware, he's Portugal's #1 between the 6. Can anybody spot that old man with his top off? He has barely even caught a minute of the game. That is true dedication. stuck in a promising area. Go on. Didn't get hold of it cleanly. Stuttgart have a lot of breaks. Porto should count themselves lucky that they haven't conceded. Oh, now it's just passing it by the way. Boring. It's 2-0! What a finish! That's more like it. This place has exploded. No answer. That's what happens when you don't take your chances. Things have now just gone bad to worse. Stuttgart have had Nartley, I believe his name was, sent off. If they're not careful, this could lead to another goal. And there you have it, 2-0 Porto. An easy win for the men in blue, the Dragons. This is how you ended the game, playing a proper party tune. I can gladly confirm we have made it to the 11th sports bar here in Porto. It did finish 2-0, sorry I couldn't film that much because my phone is currently at 14%, but we're charging, so that's good. Anyhow, €4 for a Super Bowl, and it's this size. It's a fucking pint and a half. Cheers. Before I maybe close out this vlog for tonight, another pint of Super Bock. Aidan Morrison, this one's for you. We're going to do a pint review, so let's give it a try. It tastes gorgeous, honestly. I don't exaggerate when I say that.